Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Staches and Glasses Podcast. I'm your host, Erik Fontanez, per the usual, with my co-host, Jay Watts, the king of all Jerusalem, that is Burbank, California.
No, Jerusalem's off topic. Such a subject, buddy. I don't want to be looked at. I'm a man of the world.
You are a man of the world. Episcopal world.
Church now. Episcopal church, baby.
Justin Waters joining me and being embarrassed and turning red as per the usual as well. Jay Watts, welcome to the Stache Gang once again, my man. It's the NBA season. How are you feeling about the reintroduction of basket hoops in our lives?
Real excited that I get to go home. I get to glance and there's like actual basketball on TV that I could watch. And even if I miss part of it, it comes back on at 11. That's kind of like my time that I get the TV alone anyway. So it's going to be cool. Looking forward to like having the late nights and having something to watch that I'm it's basketball.
Semi-interested in?
Yeah, I mean, I'd still get pissed off when you go 4 trips and they're just shooting threes. But dude, like overall, there's way more, there's still, I've kind of like realized that I might not love the NBA. I mean, like the type of the game, but there's always still things that I find within the game and with certain players that do certain things that I'm like, oh, that was still dope. That was still dope. You know what I mean? Even if I don't agree with necessarily some of these concepts or like what a coach is doing and whatnot, there's still always those nuances where you're like, as a basketball player, you're like, oh man, that was clean. I like that. So yeah. I always want to watch it for that,
Yeah, same here. I mean, you and I both know that the really good skill sets are things that we appreciate in terms of basketball. Like guys that have handles beyond belief, guys who are able to cross over others, dudes who can clamp another offensive player down. Like those are things that we are absolutely celebrating in these times. But yeah, very much are we experiencing the repetitive threes back and forth, consecutive threes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 threes in a row. Maybe they hit 2 of them. And yeah, that's just the game nowadays, man. I was actually thinking about this earlier today. Today's NBA, today's game of basketball is really centered around everything we hate or everything we were told to not do growing up and playing, just setting up for 3 or just driving. Like that's basically what the game is nowadays. I will say this, while there is an aspect of that for the game today, I was pleasantly surprised with what I saw from the Knicks and their ball movement. They had guys who were, penetrating and kicking, but guys were moving around and shifting to different spots and spotting up from areas that they weren't just standing in for 15 consecutive seconds. They moved to that spot based off of the transition of the offense. So I was happy to see that. But yeah, still, for the majority of what we've seen so far, 2 days into this NBA season, is still very much accidental basketball, as Kobe Bryant once famously said. And guys are spotting up and just standing around waiting to shoot their shot.
Mid-range will never die, my man. I don't care. The mid-range will never die.
It will never die.
There's always a spot for a out of the key floater, a pull-up elbow jumper. Like always, I feel like it's essential. If you could shoot the basketball, how is that not a plus to me? Anywhere like on the court, if you could shoot anywhere from the baseline and you can go all the way up into the 3-point line and you're efficient, I just don't understand why you don't use that whole part of the game, the whole part of that the chessboard, so to speak, of like,
because the analytics say that is a bad shot.
Basketball is human. You have the human element has to take into account. You can't quantify it in numbers, but like that's the one piece of like every pie that's broken up into these numbers and statistics. That's like that one. It's a crapshoot because you never know. That's why we play the game. Sometimes the best team loses. Sometimes the guy gets hot. It's the game of basketball, and like you can't ignore that.
Well, yeah, and one of the things that you and I have routinely gone back on is the fact that basketball is very much not just a statistical sport where the metrics dictate this and that or the other, but also a feel.
Dude, definitely.
You can't. Yes. If you take the amount of threes equal to the number of twos, you will score more with threes based off of the percentage and yada, 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 and dick in the fucking the ass and whatever. But if you're on offense and you go down 3 or 4 consecutive times and you shoot threes and you are not hitting shit and the other team is penetrating and dishing out the good shots on the elbow or setting up an offense that sets up a quality 2-point shot, you're down 6 to 8 points in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that we're absolutely ignoring that, the fact that we're saying, okay, the sense of basketball that you have, the court awareness, the perception of whether or not you are doing well, that still boggles my mind. And we're at a stage in the league now, in the sport now, where that's completely dismissed. And you and I will sit here and complain and bitch all we want about it, but it's not going to change. So I'm sitting here trying to accept the fact that accidental basketball is a real thing and it's going to happen regularly.
Yeah, the NBA it's like a product. It's more and more now.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that the hands are more shifting as far as like molding it into dollars, which is like everybody. It's crazy. Like business, the whole point is to make money, and there's always this fine line though of like ethically, and not just necessarily basketball in the NBA, but like in general with a lot of different businesses and these companies like. They just look at it as like we're in the black or we're in the red, and that's it. And there's a lot of stuff that you lose the nuance of what basketball, like at its purest level, which obviously how do you ever get there? It's like when you could, that's why I feel like it's like randomly dropped around all over the world. You might see these different these games, but like you can't bottle that. So they're like, we'll mold it to what's going to make us the most money, and. Wow. That part kind of sucks.
It does suck. And, we're living in corporate America, right? We know that every business that's in business is approaching things from a capitalism point of view. You have to put out a product that makes money or it's going to die. And investors are going to pull it.
Kill humanity. Damn it.
Well, I mean, right. Yes, but fact is, the NBA the NBA is a revenue generating product, and if it doesn't continue to drive revenue, it's not going to exist. So what do? They change things in order to ensure that revenue is continued to be generated on a year-over-year basis, increasing.
Yeah. But don't you think they still make obscene amount of money with how much like each of these individual players' jerseys and how far that they, not just jerseys obviously, but merchandise things, you know what I mean? Like there's plenty of still, it's like, no, but we need more money. Remember that 50 song? More money. Like, bro.
Yeah. No, I get it. They're, and you're right. They're consistently saying we need more money. And that's capitalism. That is what it is. Yeah. All right, we're out to make money. Great. We've made the money. All right. Now, next time, let's make more money. That's just the way it is. More money. Yeah. As Damon Wayans once famously said, mo money. Like that's exactly what the society that we're living in now. And if you're not doing that, you're basically screwed.
And a question for you on the NBA.
Yeah.
Because we like the hands are molding it like it's this Patrick Swayze and fucking
and Ghost.
Yeah. There's a basketball. There's Adam Silver.
I wish it was young prime Demi Moore, if I'm being honest.
Well, yeah, but for comedy reasons. But like, things like the little conspiracies of hey, how did so and so go here? How did the Cooper flag is one of them. Just how certain things in the NBA have kind of like played out. There's like the puppet strings in the back.
Oh, you're talking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, like in relation to kind of what we're talking about, how the molding their business and this selling it as this, obviously it's this game and there's purity to the game, right? But then at what cost? Because then, I don't know, it's a whole different rabbit hole, obviously. And I don't believe in every conspiracy, but sometimes like certain shit, like the Cooper flag thing to me was like, oh, okay, these jerks, they fumbled the ball crazy, but then all of a sudden Air Bud came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Dallas traded away a generational player, and miraculously, with under 2% of the opportunity to do so, got the number 1 pick and drafted another generational player. I get it. Everybody's questioning, like a lot of people are questioning whether this is legit shit or the NBA script writers are like, all right, we need to do another draft here and rewrite it this way. I get it.
Unsolved mysteries.
But you and I, you and I are not Chad Frenzel, where we have the inside scoop on shit that's going on behind the scenes and like being able to detail what's really Chad going on. Yeah, Chad's like, what's up, bro? 49ers. But we can't realistically say, yeah, this is what's really going on. We could theorize about it all we want, but we don't really know. And everybody on the internet is talking shit like, all right, yeah, the Lakers traded away Luka, and the league got in contact with Dallas and Nico Harrison and said, all right, guys, thanks for trading away Luka. In exchange, we're going to go ahead and give you the number 1 pick, even though you got a 1.6% chance of actually winning that lottery. We'll make sure your balls are in the lottery. Balls.
I mean, I don't know, man. It's crazy though to think maybe it happened because because the trade happened, that's what started the wheels turning up.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. And I'm still gonna, because it's the only, obviously it's the highest quality basketball that there's available. So I'm still there.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna be.
We're watching it. We're absolutely. We're sipping the tea. We're sitting at the table and saying, "Feed me more."
I'm still seeing stuff where, like we were talking about, individual guys do a great pass or this or that, or certain players that, like we said before, our list of your most visually pleasing players that you'd want to watch. Yeah. So for that reason, even not even caring who wins or lose, sometimes you just want to see some basketball that's like, hey, that was it.
Listen, with the NBA, you're getting basketball at the highest quality, bar none. There's no question about that.
Saw Wemby today. Talk about damn.
We'll get to that. Actually, why don't we jump right into it? All right. So the first Staches and Glasses episode of the NBA season kicks off with 4 games that we've seen televised. A lot of games already played, but 4 that stand out. Yeah. Houston versus OKC.
Wow.
Lakers versus Warriors. Knicks versus Cavs. And Spurs versus Mavericks. The names that stick out in those 4 games: Kevin Durant on Houston, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or as my wife likes to call him, Gorgeous Alexander, with OKC. And then we've got Victor Wembanyama in San Antonio, Luka Doncic on the Lakers, and we've got, as we just discussed, Cooper Flag on the Dallas Mavericks. So these are marquee guys that are obviously going to get a lot of television time this season. Let's start with the first game that we saw. The thing that re-kicked off the NBA on NBC and brought back round ball rock, John Tesh's 1990s classic.
Man, talk about Back to the Future, dude.
All right. Anyway,
you literally feel like a time capsule of like when you were young watching it. That's what happened to me.
Dude, goosebumps.
Right back in there.
I made sure to log off of work and sit in front of the TV before the broadcast was supposed to start to ensure that I watched the intro. And my poor college kid was coming in and saying, "Hey, Dad, I want to talk to you about this and that and the other." And I was like, "Alex, shut the fuck up. I want to listen to the NBA on NBC intro."
I need my intro. My intro. It's been years, pal.
And sure enough, the intro hit exactly where it needed to hit. And it made me feel nostalgic. It made me feel like basketball was back in a place where it needs to be. And it brought back that vibe of, oh my God, the NBA is important. It's here. It's in your face. It's the best product you could get in terms of the sport. It was there. Is that how it felt for you? Because I was absolutely sitting in my seat in my recliner and just feeling goosebumps, thinking, "Oh man, this is back exactly where I need to be." Was it the same for you?
Yeah, it was great success. Wow. 1992, 93. I just think about the living room that my mom at her house, sitting on the carpet, and I was like, this was, and it was crazy because it's not just, the song obviously ties in a bunch of memories, and I think that like basketball at that time, at that age that we were in, we always talk about the golden era. I feel like it was the greatest 20 years of existence, and like with sports,
yeah,
Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, the NBA, like it was at the top. It was everything, and it have all those memories throughout, compressed into, and that song was like pretty much the leading soundtrack to it, to a lot of those old memories, and it all ties together. It just hits you like, oh shit. It's cool because for at least a couple seconds, you literally transport into young you, or where you were in life when that was, popular. So like, yeah, that part I was like, oh yeah, this is great. We're gonna have to keep this on. Then I saw somebody say we need different versions, and I was like, that could be cool too. The original is always gonna be like the GOAT one, but why not? Let's celebrate the goodness. Make different versions of the song. I think that would be fucking.
Oh yeah, they made a trap version of it, and
see,
they were playing it regularly on the broadcasts, and I'm like, I don't even like trap music, and the fact that it was Round Ball Rock, I was feeling it. I was like, okay,
Round Ball Rock, perfect name too, huh?
It really is. Basketball, give me the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Yeah.
That thing is so funny.
It was great.
John Tesh. I'm going to make the album cover for that. It's going to be like John Tesh doing some outlandish, Round Ball Rock, like if it was an album cover.
Maybe kneeling in front of a 1998 Mercedes CLK.
Wow. That might be kind of tight.
That might be. Listen, I got all types of great ideas. I could share them here, or I could text them to you in our chain.
Yeah, guy, test them to me. You don't have to tell the whole world always the nuggets, man.
Yeah, hey, listen, I keep the best stuff for you, man. I really do. Sir. I really do. Every time I see some dope hoop shit, I'm always like, okay, I gotta either text our chain or I gotta message Justin on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna see
as you've seen today. Like I sent you the NBA on NBC intro, and I was like goosebumps, and you're like, holy shit, for real. That's exactly what it is.
That's how I said it.
That's verbatim.
I'm glad that's how you read my text.
Verbatim. That's what you said.
I'm all spazzing out.
Oh God, Erik, this is great. Oh God.
Yeah, cool. Sick. Oh my goodness.
So
shit.
We got a pretty fucking good game as the very first game of the NBA season between OKC and Houston. A double OT thriller. You had KD coming into Oklahoma City and getting absolutely booed by the crowd over there. It's been almost a decade, and they still fucking hate this guy for leaving.
Yeah.
And
he struggled in the second half a little bit.
I mean, he struggled on and off throughout the entire game. He played well. He played really well, but he still had moments where it's like, okay, either he's old, or the fact that he's in OKC is getting to him, or the fact that OKC elected to give out their championship rings in front of a guy who played a number of years for them and then decided to take off and never won a championship with them. Okay, mind you, he has 2 with Golden State, but still.
Yeah.
Like maybe that was playing a role. I don't know. But regardless, it was a back and forth game. Again, went to double OT. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really showed why he was the MVP last year. And by the way, you notice something? This dude never sweats. You notice that?
Yeah, was he?
He never sweats. There's no perspiration
before the game. This guy.
I don't know. He's like clogging up his pores with like canola oil or something. I don't know. And he's just moderately perspirating. In a double OT game that's 50 plus minutes.
Yeah, I mean, every time they're at the bench, he's probably, toweling down.
No, I'm talking about like, all right, he just went 1-on-2 against some guys, but against the best defenders on their team, and like got hit, like legitimately hit, and got to the free throw line after trying to go up for 2, and he's still like bone dry. Like no evidence of perspiration whatsoever. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, no sweat.
A new commercial coming in. No sweat. That would be cool. That would be a cool tag name.
He should do an Old Spice ad.
Yeah. And no sweat though.
Yeah, no sweat.
Old Spice.
You just have him ride in on a horse on a rainbow, full of bald eagles and American flags and Canada and
wow. Oh yeah.
Buttermilk pancakes.
Ooh.
I'm just thinking of I'm thinking of things that are Canadian, and I can't think of anything but Mounties and maple leaves.
Maple leaves. What's a Mountie?
That sounds like a Mountie is?
I'm sexual on a mountain. Like the Mile High Club for mountain?
Brokeback Mountain 2. Canadian mountain Mounties. No, you know what a Mountie is? It's like it's dude. You're a fan of the 1990s WWF. Remember the Mountie?
Was that those? It
was
tag team.
No, it wasn't a tag team. It was one dude. He was dressed as a Mountie. He hailed from Canada, and he had a Smokey the Bear hat on, a red coat, and black pants and brown boots. He was a Mountie, basically a Canadian state cop. That's what a Mountie is.
Oh. Yeah. I don't remember that guy. He probably was getting his ass kicked.
Well, he was a heel. So he was, he was
forgettable. You're just an encyclopedia of the WWFE.
I'm really not. So I started a new chat on Instagram of solely golf guys.
What's it called? Golf guys?
Well, I think I named it something like guys who like golf who went to Burroughs but also like wrestling or something like that.
I'm in that group.
You are in that group. It's a Happy Gilmore avatar.
Kick me out?
No, you're in it.
Oh, yeah.
You're in it. You just never respond to anything. Anyway. But in that,
I don't know what to say. You guys are talking about golf stuff. I don't have the golf lingo. I've only smacked the thing. I got to get in it.
Well, I'm trying to get you in it.
I will after basketball.
The point that I was trying to make is we're in the, look at you knock the camera.
I was doing my swing right now.
You're not supposed to be doing the swing.
I know. Sorry.
Now the camera is all off.
You got me so excited.
The camera's all off. You need to point it down.
I'm so excited, dude. Golf guys. Justin, what the fuck is he doing? We don't know. He's golfing.
He's golfing and having a great time. You need to adjust.
I want the helmet,
more, buddy,
with the drinks on the side. What are we doing?
You're off center.
Very good. Now, am I symmetrical?
That's better. Anyway, the point that I was trying to make.
Point is
that I started a group of guys who were like, hey. You want to play golf? Okay, let's play golf at some point in our lives, but let's share memes that are related to golf. Also, by the way, we're all into pro wrestling. Like, at least one point in our lives, we were into pro wrestling. So
I think every 40-year-old male who grew up in the States, at some point. Are you kidding?
Maybe.
I think that number's got to be high. That at least like
it's a pretty.
They didn't have to be
I think it's the majority.
Yeah, that at least like we're familiar with The Rock, Steve Austin, Undertaker. You say those names, these people know who they are. It's not like they're like, who are you talking about?
Yeah. No, it's I am very much in that group and saying things like, hey, do you guys remember when this happened in 1996? And just sharing some shit. Also, one of the guys that's in there, he is featured in a music video wherein he plays a wrestling referee. Did you happen to see that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Daniel.
Let's do the WWE 3, the dramatic
raps. So it's a music video of, a band doing the thing. And in the video, it's a luchador wrestling another luchador. And the guy who's in our chat plays the referee in the video.
Oh, wow. I gotta hit him up on the side. I need to get it. Be extra somewhere.
You're not even paying attention to the things I send, are you?
Sometimes, no. I can't get on the phone. I'm not gonna lie. I can't get on the phone. If I'm at work and there's this dude, somebody just got ring up for being on the phone. Like, trust me, I sit there and I see my watch and I'm like, damn it, I gotta get to the car. I ain't trying to get caught because somebody just got caught and.
Hey, listen, I respect that. Like, not all of us.
When I'm in my office, it's all good.
Oh, you had an office?
Yeah, well, I share one with Mike.
Mike Rosefo?
Yep.
Oh, man. Shout out to Mike Rosefo.
Yeah, we share office. He's, Monday and Wednesday, 2 days during the week, he's not there. But for the most part, we get to, we do a lot of stuff in there. It's pretty cool, though. We're going to Laker game this Friday with some kids, taking some kids.
Oh, who they play Friday?
Minnesota.
Is it? Yeah, it is Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Minnesota, LA. Okay, and then
I thought it was opening night too, but I thought that they played in Oakland on opening night, and I was
night. Justin, have you not been paying attention to the league?
No, this was listen. This was before the day. So when the game started, because I was looking at, it was like, are they going to give us and the kids some stuff, man? We need free giveaways. I got lucky. Let me tell you a little story here.
Okay,
I got lucky.
Go ahead.
At the Dodger game and a giveaway.
And you went to a Dodger game. This is all all of this is coming out now.
Summertime. This is in the summertime. I didn't go. This wasn't with the boys and girls, with the kids, but it was through the Boys and Girls Club that I was able to go to this game, right?
All right.
I went with Gio, father-in-law, Grayson. They're giving out One Piece, an anime, a hat, and a card. We were there for that night, right? Guy immediately when we gets in there flashes some hundreds. We got 4 cards. Me and Grandpa are like, yo, all right. I'm thinking to myself, selfish thought, man, I'm going to get some kicks. That was the first thing I thought. I was like, I'm about to sell Grayson's card. He don't know anything about this. I'm about to get some kicks. So me and Grandpa sell the cards, and the lady at Dodger Stadium was like, hey, look online. They're selling them for way more. I go, okay, say less. I got 2 more cards. We're not anime people. We're slinging these, and we're slinging the hats. It ended up really was like a bonus check that just went to bills or whatnot. But it was, dude, it was like a literally when we got there and the gate we were at, they ran out. They're like, you got to go down there. I'm like, dude, it's free. Let's go. We're over here power walking, to get down there. And we got them. And then it ended up being this crazy blessing. So now I'm like, what are they giving out? Is there anything? Last time they said there was nothing. We got socks. So, and it's not just about for me, Ian. It's for the kids. They want.
No, I get it.
It's cool that they get to take something home. But you know what we do? Because we're one of the best groups in the organization. I don't like to brag. But we'll park and we walk around, a block right across the street on Chick Hearn Highway, and we'll go to all the street vendors, and then they can get some stuff there. We got a Luka Doncic. It was like a Jumpman obviously it was bootleg, but it was $5. You know what I mean? And then a lot of these kids don't.
Oh, you got to appreciate the street vendors slanging that fucking.
Oh yeah.
That.
So hey, some
that
of them
fake
aren't
shit.
bad.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't bad because there was we went one year and got a long sleeve, and it had Kobe on the front, and it was like it was basically like two versions of Kobe. It was like Fro Kobe and then older Kobe kind of standing next to each other. It was like a long sleeve, but it was like a nice big, silk screen print. But it was a cool little design on it. It said Lakers and stuff. It wasn't like it said just something else, like they were worried about copyright. So that came out pretty clean. And some of those were like $10. I was like, you guys, this is good. You're not gonna find these prices inside at all. And some of these designs look cool. So some of them obviously are like janky, but there's a couple down there.
Oh, they've got the Justin Waters seal of approval for t-shirt design.
Fuck yeah, dog. Street cred with the shirts right down the street there on Main, Pico. They're fine. I give it 2 thumbs up on the t-shirt market on the street. Do it. Do it.
Tush thumbs up.
Do it.
Thumbs up. Do it. Thumbs up. All right.
Do it.
All right. What the fuck were we talking about? Basketball, right? Okay.
Yeah, sorry about the little tangent, but
that's okay.
Giveaway. What are you gonna do?
We still love you, man. Always and forever. Always and forever. All right.
Moments we share.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, lay it in the pipe, see?
Hey, listen.
We should go to weddings and just...
I've been known to pipe in my day. Anyway.
Wow. It's...
Woo! Is it hot in here?
Censorship. Hot here? It's kind of hot in this rhino.
Hit the censorship beep. Anyway. Yeah. Houston and OKC. Double overtime thriller. You watched most of it, right?
Yes, I can't wait for the playoff series. If that's the Western Conference Finals,
that's gonna be murders. Murders in the building. Fucking entertainment beyond belief. The Western, first of all, the Western Conference is stacked.
Yes.
The Western Conference is just like the Goliath to the Eastern David.
Yeah, Denver's dangerous. Like we were talking about, Dallas is dangerous. Obviously, OKC, Houston.
San Antonio took a step up.
San Antonio took a big step.
And while I'm not convinced that the Lakers are a serious contender for the chip, they could potentially surprise people. I'm not going to be like I'm never going to dismiss a Luka team. I think that's what it is. That's the fact that they have Luka Doncic makes me think, okay, they at least have a puncher's chance of doing some damage in the West.
That's what I came after game one was like, skinny Luka's out here. He's killing. He's gonna have an MVP type year. It's just a matter of, in my opinion, who's gonna fill some of these ancillary roles and who's gonna be, the role players around him. I mean, if you build the right kind of group around this guy, he could take a group that's not as talented as you thought, and he could take them this far or to the finals like he did a couple of years ago. Yeah. But with the Lakers, I mean, if there's no help and there's huge holes and he's just like he's the Band-Aid to everything and not getting that much help, I would see somebody moving at the trade deadline. But I'm kind of more looking forward to almost the following year being able to have Braun's money and literally allocate that to like some couple young studs, and I feel like that's when we would it doesn't take anything away from LeBron's greatness, but it's hard to just give when one player has that much of the cap, and you think like I could trade him for 2 or 3 like solid 2 starters and a solid bench dude, and you have a Luka at 20-something years old. Like if we're going with odds and numbers, I kind of want to go with that. I know Braun's been effective the last couple of years, and he's done well, but it's just
listen. It's LeBron team, and nobody could take away from the fact that LeBron James at 40-something years old, 40, 41, I believe this year, is doing things that nobody at this age and nobody with this much mileage has done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's still a 26, 27, and 8 and 7 or 6 guy. Not taking that away. but he's absolutely a defensive liability. Like if he is guarding your best player, he's basically got him just for the first quarter, and the next 3 are up in the air. Like it's not even a question. He's absolutely a defensive liability, which at this stage, okay, fine. He's 41. Yeah. That's understandable. Yeah. But, you have to also understand that if that's going to be the case, you have to have defenders that are going to be able to make up for that on the transition and on rotation.
No, we don't.
And at this stage, I don't think the Lakers have that.
We don't have that defensive stopper guy that there's like the kid who just signed in Atlanta, Daniels, the defensive player. I think he was defensive player of the year last year. He just signed an extension. You need a dude that caliber, even like Tari. Tari would be, I saw on Twitter, somebody had of course, Laker Twitter, every player who hasn't signed a contract is on the radar, and we can get them and all that. Sometimes it's ridiculous. But like hearing that one, I was like, I don't know who you would trade, but it's a player like that. It's a guy who's going to lock down be on the perimeter and be able to play defense. And the Lakers don't have the guy who it's like, hey, we could just go put him on, except Marcus Smart, but he's 36, right? So like you get that in spurts.
Is Marcus Smart 36 years old? I didn't even realize that.
I think he is. We just don't have that one young, and you need like 1.5 of those guys where you have the one guy who's like top NBA, all NBA type defensive player on your team. I mean, it's the role that every squad, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever roles that obviously if you have more of those roles, you have a better cohesion with your team, in my opinion. And if you have a guy who's like one of those defensive stop dudes that he's the equivalent of your best scorer, but on the other side, dude, that's dangerous. You got a guy who comes off the bench who's going to impact and keep you from losing a lead and actually try to build your lead. It's like these little guys, those little pieces. You got the 3-point knockdown guy who you need when you need a bucket. Hey, we got a shooter. You have your prime dude, your A1 guy. So I don't know, man. I agree with you though. Puncher's chance. Luka's gonna have a great year. He's gonna band-aid it together, but I don't have like these.
He'll get some crazy stats this year on a team that's not expecting to do a whole lot.
I feel like we're gonna be. I mean, with these of all the teams, like OKC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, besides Houston, OKC, Denver, Spurs, Dallas. Who else in the West would threaten like that top 8 spot? I don't think
a healthy Memphis team. Maybe Clippers.
Maybe they could. Yeah, the Clippers. They got mollywopped today.
Yeah, they did.
Utah.
The Utes, 129-108. It was bad.
Yeah, they were down 30 at one point.
By the way, the Daniels from Atlanta, Dyson Daniels, signed a $100 million plus extension with Atlanta.
4-year?
Yeah, 4-year. And then
that's not bad.
Not the defensive player of the year though. That award belongs to Evan Mobley, who plays for none other than the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah. Was he first team though? He was first team all defense, right?
Maybe.
But that's a steal though. $25 million a year for that dude who plays defense, and his offensive game is not horrible for most defensive guys. Their offensive game, like there's a legitimate drop off. His is not. He's decent. He'll catch a lob. He'll run the floor.
Yeah, and he was first team all defense last year.
Yeah.
So props to him for that. Also, Marcus Smart, not 36 years old. Only 31.
No.
Yes.
Why that? He was 36. Maybe his knees are.
Well,
36.
a lot of guys in the league now are in their late 30s, and we haven't really seen this in years past. A lot of dudes are playing into their late 30s and 40s. I mean, Chris Paul is still in the league. Yeah, Kevin Durant's been in the league 20 years.
That's a crazy stat. I would like to see like each decade, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 2010 to 20, and then so far 20 to 25. And just like an overall look at career lengths for each year or something, like average, That'd be kind of interesting to see if, because I do feel like medicine, technology, and stuff is helping.
Oh, yeah.
Humans,
Okay, so according to the always correct and never wrong artificial intelligence that is Google, it says professional athletes across several major sports are playing in their late 30s and even into their 40s in greater numbers than previous decades, while it was once rare to see older players on the field. Improvements in sports science, nutrition, and training methods have extended athletes' careers.
What about heart guys?
Heart guys.
Like,
those guys are riding the pine and coaching high school JV basketball.
I'm not riding no pine, baby. And my players know now, because they see me shoot around now. Now it's like, okay, coach, see you. So they know. So when I give them advice or talk about jumping, they can't look at me sideways. It's like, oh shit, he knows what he's talking about now. And the first couple of weeks, it's always like, who's this guy? Who's this new guy?
Mm-hmm.
And now that we're locked and loaded, yeah.
Okay.
But it's been a great experience, man.
That's awesome. Real quick, older players in the NBA. An analysis comparing the age distribution in the NBA in 1985 and 2025 found the percentage of players aged 36 and older had more than doubled, rising from 1.6% to 3.7% between those two years. Yes. The percentage of players between 30 and 35 also increased from 13.8% to 15.8%. So, yeah, guys are playing into their elder years more often nowadays than they were back in the day.
Yeah. So. All right. Also, well, it's a different. Never mind. I was just thinking like
Aaron Rodgers.
No, like more of like the how do you weigh in like the motivational aspect of some professional athletes to others, like after you've surpassed the I'm rich as shit factor, and like
I don't know, man. I mean,
I love of the game versus. But then also it's a smart move too. Like there's some guys who get in there, like NFL guys. I think it was Puka Nacua was like, I'm only trying to play 10 years and then get out. I don't want to play 15, 16 years getting hit all the time. Or maybe it was even 8 years or something. He said, but I like that idea too. That's not stupid either. So.
No, I get it. Like, and shout out to Puka Nacua for, establishing that and saying, listen, it's not all so much about the money. Like, I want to play this game, I love this game, but after a set time, like, I want to step away so that I can, maintain my physical function. Yeah. It's not always the case though. A lot of guys continue to play well beyond their prime, and it's not even like, why even do it? And we see this across all sports, not just the NBA. Not everybody's just Paul Pierce. There's also guys who, fight well into their 40s, like Randy Couture in the UFC fought into his 40s. Andre Arlovsky now is still fighting in his 40s. Boxing too. And
Mike Tyson with his ass cheeks out and his chaps was fighting.
Well, I mean, like,
I know.
Yeah, we could mention that, but that's
I know.
That was more of a circus show than anything else. I mean, I still have my questions on to whether he was actually fighting in that fight versus Jake Paul.
This is true. This is true. You know what it is though? It's I describe it like it's the carrot that's just dangling in front, and you're the little athlete turtle, and it's like, oh, that carrot is just, and I think that the carrot is more of like what you get out of the game. I mean, for me personally, that's why I still want to shoot around no matter what. Even if I can't play in a game or do something, you're like, it's still that feeling of what basketball, even just shooting around. And that's the one thing. It's like, I don't like running on a treadmill, looking at nothing, or looking at myself, trying to convince myself I'm not tired, but I'm staring at myself, tired, you know? Like, what are we doing? Keep me busy, keep me motivated. Basketball is like the greatest thing to do that. And yeah, I still know that I'm gassed when I'm playing. Like I played yesterday, and man, if you take a couple weeks off, it's like you took 6 weeks off or 2 years off. It's crazy, but that's what it's for. At the end of the day, it's like if I could run and sweat and semi have fun, like what are you gonna do? So I really think like some of those guys, it's hard to retire too. And at them, they're at the highest level. They get the dopamine spike all the time of going into a crowd, people going crazy for them. Like, man, I could understand why they're still chasing that ghost. You know?
Did you? Did you happen to watch the Michael Jordan interview with Mike Tirico at halftime?
No, I didn't see it. Okay. I heard he wants to get back.
Okay. So
does he?
Yeah, he was quoted as saying paying it forward, giving depth to the younger generation by talking about this. But let's make it real clear. NBC promoted this whole thing as Michael Jordan being a regular contributor to the NBA on NBC broadcast, which, according to them, they're going to be able to execute throughout the season. But what it is actually a long interview with Michael Jordan conducted by Mike Tirico.
And they chop it up.
And they chop it up. They chop it up into little segments, little 3.5 minute, 4 minute maybe segments.
You know what his new nickname is, if this is true? He's Jersey Mike's, man. He's Jersey Mike's, bro. You're giving us.
Explain Jersey Mike's.
It's a sub, and he's Michael Jordan. You're giving us little increments of one session that you did before. And
so
we're recycling the clips. So he's just doing like this. Oh, you have a party for 7?
So Justin, you're telling me you want the full length of the meat?
Whoa. I don't know. You had to go answer the question that way. What is this, Law and Order? Man. When the lawyer asks you a fucked up question.
Yeah. So are you saying you'll only take the entire sausage?
Oh, I mean, I like my turkey sandwich. Like, if you're going to give me 2 pieces, a 2-piece special is fine. But, like, bro,
okay.
I want to hear what he has to say with real-time events, real-time games concurrently. I don't want to.
We're not going to get that. So
that's false advertisement. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, that's false advertising.
They're not going to give us that. They're not going to give us that. I'm 100% certain Tirico sat with Jordan for an extended period of time at Jordan's home, conducted an interview, and they're going to chop this up into weekly segments on Peacock /
Woosah. First, what's funny is that they suck you in with the damn round ball rock, and they got me all in my seatbelt. I'm on the couch. I'm fucking ready to go. And then that's why they're making it, they're dropping that so it makes it lighter. Then I'm not going to be as pissed off because oh man, that's terrible, bro.
Okay.
Well, I need real Jordan. I don't need I'm pissed off now, Erik.
I'm sorry, Justin. I apologize. But
let me telling me. I'm glad I'm not in the dust.
Okay.
I was probably.
So let me deliver it to you like this then. Yeah, it is what I just explained.
That's trash.
But how often do we hear from the GOAT? Like, realistically, think about it. How often do we hear from the GOAT? No, never. Basically, never. But now, yeah, right. Like if his NASCAR team is racing, but now we are getting him at least on a weekly basis. So yeah, it's not like real time. This is what Michael Jordan thinks about this week's games or anything like that. Yeah. But we're legitimately getting, this is something that Michael Jordan said, and he's saying it on camera as Michael Jordan does when he's finally on camera. And this is something we'd never get. This is something we'd never get, Jay.
Yeah, but it's, give me when Kobe used to do the details, where he would break down a game, and even if you saw it was a game from a week ago or it was a game from 2 weeks ago, it was a game from this season.
I don't disagree with
familiar
that.
with the game.
I don't disagree with you. I think if we got Michael Jordan in the capacity of like doing a live halftime show,
even that once a month, pick a game.
I think you're absolutely valid in your contention there, but that's not what we're getting.
Yeah,
that's not what we're getting.
That's false advertisement, bro.
Yeah. They definitely propped it up in a different way that made you think like, oh my God,
Weekend at Bernie's,
Michael Jordan's going to do some analysis.
This is Weekend at Bernie's. 3.
Once we get to the end of the pod, don't let me forget to tell you about my Weekend at Bernie's moment this past weekend.
Oh man,
but
in there?
No, but I'll tell you anyway. But I even in the state that it's in and what we're expected to get from MJ, I'll still take that. You know, I'll still take that. Like he's sitting there talking about, he rented a house from a guy and he hasn't picked up a ball in years. And he was nervous as hell shooting a free throw for a kid that was the renter's grandson.
Yawn.
But listen, Jay.
I want a full chocolate Danish. Yes, I'll take a piece of the chocolate Danish.
You would take it. You would take it.
Exactly. I'm going to take my little ass square of the chocolate Danish. I'm going to take that because I'm not also completely an idiot. But, bro, give me half. I'll take it, but I'm still not excited. I'm still not happy about it. That really does piss me off, though. Because I was thinking in my head, hey, you know what? You're going to get, like, those little moments where we're like, hey, we're going to have Jordan at this game. Where it's like, if it's a big-time game, prime-time game, once in a while, or some analysis that's coming from him. Like, everybody wants, like you said, we don't hear him enough, dude. We want to hear what his perspective is on basketball in 2025-6.
Well, we're getting it, but as a pre-recorded
micro minis, like what are those? What are those micro machines?
Micro machines with a guy that talked like a million miles per hour. Micro machine. Yeah. Brought to you by Bashbox.
Basically, it was saying if your kid eats it, we're not responsible. But he said it real fast.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they definitely protected themselves in that facet. All right.
Just like. Yeah, fine print, which we didn't read with the Jordan shit. I didn't read it because I definitely, man.
Jay,
anyway,
you have been incredibly busy. So, full disclosure, we were supposed to do this podcast 3 days ago.
Yeah.
But my man is busy, and I don't feel comfortable. Like, admittedly, I don't feel comfortable doing this pod on the NBA without you at my side. Doing it together.
Corazón, mi corazón.
Sí, solo para ti.
I appreciate it. Well, it's gonna, yeah.
Yeah, and so instead of saying, okay, let me get somebody else to step in for Jay, or just like, let me do it by myself or anything like that, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna text Justin every day. Hey, you down to do the pod tonight? Hey, you down to do the pod tonight? Hey, can you do it tonight? Hey, are you down to podcast tonight?
Hey, yeah, down to the pod, to the pod,
to the pod, to the pod, to the pod. And luckily tonight, you weren't busy doing one of the many millions of basketball things you have to do, and parent things you have to do, and the husband things you have to do. So now
I could work around those, but the basketball has been, because I'm trying not to. I mean, I've missed adult league games and stuff because I don't want to miss a practice. If not, I mean, obviously.
No, and for the record, like I'm not. Full disclosure, I'm not blaming you for that shit. Like, I am absolutely in support of you doing your thing. Like, I'm super proud of the fact that you are going back to our alma mater and helping coach that team to success.
Yeah.
That is awesome. But it has prevented us from doing our thing here.
We just gotta schedule. I gotta schedule better. Better schedule.
You do have to schedule better.
It's not going to be, at least on weekends, should be better. It's not going to be as hectic because this was fall league, so it's no holds barred. You could do whatever you want. But when league starts, you're going to have, mostly through the week, a random Saturday, not really Sundays anymore, unless maybe during a holiday tournament or something, But we're not traveling like I think the farthest we have to go is Oxnard. We're not like this year is not a travel
Oxnard. I thought Oxnard was only 2 syllables, but you made it
Oxnard.
3.
Hey,
Oxnard.
My vernacular is unpredictable.
Justin Waters. Jaya Watts.
Whatever floats your boat. Oxnard, Oxanard, Oxenard, whoever. It's up. That's the furthest game we're going. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So because
I just can't wait to wear the merch on the pod. It's coming soon.
Oh, me too.
I'm gonna be dripped.
By the way,
yeah. I'm
gonna request some connective swag sent my way if possible.
Well, listen. So far,
get an extra. Get an extra shirt is all I'm asking.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. So far, the stuff that I've gotten was from the girls' coach, because she's got a plethora. She's been there for a long time. She's a great coach. She's coaching at Mission College too, and that program is like the girls' program is set. They're good to go. They're in good hands with her. And we went to back to school night, and I had ran into her in the hallway, and she was like, "Hold on, lost Robbie, who was my neighbor for my whole life, works at Burroughs too. He kind of was a little bit of a connection there, and mentioned to her that I didn't have anything, so she came and gave Gio 1 shirt, and then I got like 2 shirts. So coach is telling me once we get all this, the whole spirit pack stuff and like stuff for coaches, that stuff's supposed to be coming in. So yeah, trust me, dude.
Okay.
In his office, he has like jerseys and stuff, but it's so minimal. And
listen,
like
all I'm hearing right now is excuses as to why you can't.
I haven't even taken it myself. I haven't even 5-finger discounted some shorts yet.
Listen, if I'm to do anything in my life is to use my friends to get free clothing.
Hey, well, you got to come to a game anyway, and
I do.
I'll get you a discount. I might have to. Maybe I get it at the game. But
discount. I businessman. You businessman, Ara. You bro.
Watch. Let me. Okay. Try to find something laying around and wash it for you, man. Give it to you brand new.
Thank you. So anyway, the reason we haven't been able to connect has been because you've been so dedicated to coaching and working and in and around the game, which, props to you for doing, man. Like, the fact that you're working around ball right now is just awesome. But that being said, it also takes you away from the ability to watch the game that we talk about regularly. So what have you watched and what has stood out most to you?
But I'm still right in basketball, there's a lot. I got stuff we could talk about next time, though, with like the high school game and some of the stuff connected to the pro as far as sets go. Mm-hmm. Interesting. What was your question?
What?
Oh, what am I looking for?
What have you watched so far in the NBA season 2 days in, and what has stuck out?
What stuck out is that, I mean, the Spurs were better than actually getting to sit down and watch them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I knew that they took a step, but after watching today, you're like, oh, maybe they could be, in the top 5, in the top 4 in the West. Who knows? That's capable. Like, Wemby's obviously going to take every year he's going to take a leap for his long ass. So I think that now was the year 3 that it's fully. He's driving. He's in the front seat now. He's got full.
He's got the keys to the Chevy.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the bumper. He doesn't have like the little plastic wrap around the sides anymore. So
he's no longer a permit driver. He is fully licensed and fully insured.
Yeah, this guy's got a Class B. So also Dallas, I thought we'll play better. I still think they're gonna be a good team. But Houston and OKC, I'm looking forward to Houston this year. I think that personally too, with Reed Shepherd, I think that he could maybe move into that point guard spot for them and take off a lot of pressure. I think that it's going to take a month or two in the season, but I don't know if they're going to go 4 7-foot guys and then 1 6 7 guy. I think you throw Reed in there. I like what they're talking about. OKC is going to be right back in the mix again. They haven't missed a step. So far, and your Knicks, the East, I feel like is wide open. With Boston, I feel like Boston's taking a step back. I feel like the Pacers have taken a step backwards. I think it's wide open for the Knicks, but also Detroit. I think Orlando's a sleeper. And I think ATL might be better than always just that 9-10 seed. I think that they got a bunch of shooters, and I think that Trae Young is nobody. I don't know. I feel like he just gets disrespected, but he averages over 25 and 10 a game. Like, that's not.
I think the people. I think the thing. I think the thing that people like criticize him for is that he stacks all these good stats, but he doesn't make the team any better.
No, but they're also, look at this team that is around him. He gets to the playoffs. They've went further than you would expect them to go because he literally puts them on their back.
I mean 4 years ago.
He shows up in the playoffs.
4 years ago.
But look who he's playing with. Who's on his team that you're like, I.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, but
he got some shooters with him now. I don't know. I think that you never know. That's just like, I wouldn't be surprised if they snuck into the playoffs and knocked somebody off. Pause. You know what I mean? But I think that the West is going to be, West is going to be tough. And each night, like, going to be good games. I'm looking forward to it. It's crazy. Like, every year you feel like which younger guys take that, I feel like everybody takes a step, but who takes like a step where all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, these guys, like OKC, right? A couple years ago, you're like, they're in the playoffs, they're going to be dangerous, and then they took that big step, and now they're there. So I'm kind of like interested in that next team. I know Houston's young, but obviously have KD now. Maybe that's what they need to push them over the top. I like Orlando in the East, that they're young, and now they got a shooter with them. It's like, if they could stay healthy, they could, because Franz Wagner and Pablo Ranchito,
Banchero, but yes,
those two are two big guys, 6'9", 6'10" on the wing, strong, can shoot, and now you got Bane to stretch the floor. And Suggs is decent. Like, that's another, one of those younger teams that I kind of want to see this year. I was like, hey, who takes that? Now we're in the serious talks. Serious talks, That's what I'm really kind of looking forward to, is seeing the gap. And all these guys that the last 10 years have been on top of the world are in their late 30s. Steph.
Yeah.
Butler, Harden, all these dudes.
Most of them are on Golden State.
Yeah, their starting lineup is the oldest in the league.
Draymond, like, they're all old as shit. Al Horford. They added Al Horford and upped their average age like by 3 years.
Yeah. So it's also, that's interesting too, is like to see these are the older generation guys, can they, now that the tables have kind of flipped and they're on the older side and they got these other younger dudes, that's always a cool battle to see, is like old grizzled vet who's accomplished, who's a good, obviously the Warriors have accomplished a lot. And it's like the young, up-and-coming, like a Spurs type team, It's kind of interesting to watch those, like, dynamics shift in the next 2 years. A lot of these old guys are going to be probably irrelevant or not very relevant, not to what they are now or the last couple of years. So it's like the league is slowly see that turn of that one generation, those early 2000 guys or mid 2000 guys, and they're kind of like, they're fading out, and it's these young Thundercats coming in who are crazy skilled, a lot of these guys.
Yeah. It's I think it's going to be an exciting season. I logged off of work at 4:00 on the dot for 2 consecutive days. Like, I wouldn't go into the office. I just said I'm working from home and then walking over to my recliner and watching these games. And I've done
So you're working remote?
Days. Yeah, I work all over the place. So it doesn't matter where I'm working as long as I'm working.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
But yeah, I did that yesterday, and I definitely did that today. Today was, this is the first Knicks game of the season, and as you could see from my garb,
It was on Christmas morning.
I was just excited beyond belief. Yes, like Christmas morning, excited to see what Santa brought me and left under the tree.
Oh.
And what he left me was a Knicks team that beat the fucking shit out of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, not beat the shit out of them, but beat them. And I was very much happy with the outcome. They're moving a little bit better. They're, getting to different spots. They're not solely depending on Jalen Brunson to run the offense.
Oh.
This is a different Knicks team that I has shades of something that I'm excited to see. I'm not completely sold on Mike Brown yet. One of the things that I heard on the broadcast is that he wants New York to shoot even more threes this year, and I think you and I are both advocates of not doing that.
We'll see. Yeah.
But what I saw today versus Cleveland, and to be fair, it was an undermanned Cleveland team.
Yeah.
But what I saw from the Knicks today was something that I think I could get behind for the remainder of the 2025-2026 season, because we haven't had a chip for 52, 53 years. And now we're finally in a position where maybe, just maybe, if we play all our cards right, if we stay healthy and we don't play defense like a drunk baby giraffe, Carl Anthony Towns.
And if Tom Thibodeau doesn't sell you out like he's already doing, talking to Boston,
then maybe we'll have a chance. No, I didn't see that. Is he talking to the Celtics?
He was. I heard he was at their facility.
Oh, dude. Are they? Would they get rid? But here's the thing: would they get rid of Joe Mazzulla in favor of Tom Thibodeau?
Oh no! He would just be used as consultant shit. For sure. They wouldn't replace him.
Whatever.
Be like,
Tibbs,
hey,
go get it back. Go get paid.
Hey.
I don't give a fuck. Even if it's with Boston, go ahead and do that. I don't care.
With Boston. Yeah.
As long as you're not taking Mazzulla's seat to push that team.
Mazzulla is he's an individual.
He's a serial killer.
Bro.
Have you seen those eyes? He sits
if
there
you
like,
can't rebound, you ain't coming in the game. You're not playing. You see subbed out.
Basketball.
Rebound.
Basketball is about balls in baskets and baskets in balls. Okay, Joe, calm down.
Live a little, buddy.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe pull the stick out.
Come on the pod. We'll loosen you up. Pause again. Damn it.
Oh, God, Justin. What are you talking about? Brokeback Mountain 2, Canadian Mountie.
Mounties. Sorry, I thought it was the Mile High Club for mountain hikers, but.
Okay, you do you, buddy. What else is good, man? You, how's the fam? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Just, school, busy time, something going on. But why did my 5-year-old tell me the funniest shit in the world? He goes, "You're on Unk status, Dad." And he's like, "You know what that means? That just means it's a nice way of saying you're old." I was like, what the hell? And then I had to give him a lecture about, you know what? All your little friends, all your school buddies' dads, if they want to have any kind of sporting equipment or any kind of physical activity contest, I'll show you who's old, pal. And then he said the next day that he's going to tell his brother that he needs to go outside and touch grass. And I said, "You're damn right." He's 5.
First of all, wow, to the 5-year-old kindergartner.
Yeah, he said one more thing that, he was on Roblox and he told his dude, he was like, "Yo, low key, your character's super drippy, bro." I was like, wait. I told Gio,
what are these kids saying?
Well, Grayson is he's in the dual immersion program right now at his school, and Mike, we thought it was going to be like a little bit harder of a transition for him. Because for Jackson, it took him a little, basically he's almost was learning Spanish before English, because they start off 90-10, 80-20. But with Grayson, he kind of was already reading before he came in to preschool or to kindergarten, and we thought the transition might be a little. Dude, this guy's he listens. I think he's got photographic memory because like once something goes in there,
it stays.
But it's the part that but the part that trips me out is that he understands context with things sometimes, and even if like one time, me and Gio could be talking and he's acting like he's on his tablet and he can't hear anything, and then he'll ask a pointed question about something that we're like on the side having a little side conversation. He's like, "Oh, what does that mean?" Or da 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 da. I'm like, "Oh, all of a sudden you're paying attention. Your attendance is up, man." Yeah, just sometimes too quick for me, but it keeps me young.
Yeah.
So I have my kids so far apart so I can stay young. You know.
Right. That's how it happened. You and Gio absolutely planned it that way, I'm sure.
No, we didn't. But it already happened, so I'm always gonna find the positive.
Yeah.
A new infomercial called Positivity Rocks.
Coming out. So
I told you.
So I have my own little dad moment over the last couple of weeks, and you and I exchanged messages about this.
Dude.
My college age son, Alex, he was featured in a Turning Point USA video. So Turning Point USA came to his school at Cal State Fullerton and did the whole like, hey, we're gonna hold an event, we're gonna have our guy talk on a mic and allow people in the audience and basically students to come up and ask questions on the mic. Yeah, bait them in and rage bait them and say, hey, let me ask your viewpoint on this, and then debate them, or like I quote on air quotes. It's not even a debate. It's more so that just this guy trying to put them on the spot. And what they did with Alex is Alex wanted to go up, and he texted me before this. He's like, Dad, I'm about to blow some shit up. And he like texted me a picture of the whole event. And then he was like the second person to go on the mic. And this guy who postures himself as this spiritual Christian evangelical something, poses a question to him saying, are you having sex with your girlfriend?
Bro, who asked?
Like why ask that to somebody?
You know why?
In a public forum?
Because he has a narrative.
Exactly. He has a narrative. And first of all, that's none of your business. Like,
exactly.
If Alex is doing that with his girlfriend, that is none of your concern, none of your business. Shame on you for trying to dive into that. Yeah. And secondly, he asked him, do you watch porn?
Dude.
And I'm like, and Alex could, the only thing Alex said, so first of all, the guy asked him if he watched porn. And Alex said, I have a girlfriend. And then that led into the, are you having sex with your girlfriend? And Alex's response was, I was not ready for this.
Yeah.
And then thereafter, the guy says, okay, you're an adulterer and you're a fornicator.
How do you come to that conclusion? Because you at an 18-year, 19-year-old, if he's having sex with his girlfriend, bro, are you fucking retarded?
It was stupid.
I don't like to say retarded, but
that's okay. It was stupid. It was absolutely a means of trying to put him on the spot, trying to make him look bad for your own fucking agenda, and God knows,
judging him.
Yeah, judging him, and God knows if your agenda is genuine. Because every time I see these dudes as people on screen or on YouTube or on social media trying to put this word across, I immediately think there's some sort of secondary thing to this, because you and I both know, man, like influencers, 99% of them aren't genuine. Yeah, it's a business.
It's the world's oldest businget.
Yeah.
Religion is the world's oldest business. And being able to change it to your virtual high horse or your spiritual high horse and try to get the hell out of here. It's crazy too, because
it's insane.
How do you misconstrue the
It wasn't even it wasn't even misconstruing. It's saying
I'm saying, how is he interpreting like Jesus's word of what he thinks it is, but it's completely opposite of what Jesus stood for. And then they call themselves religious.
And here's the thing.
Bro, that's insanity.
Here's the thing, is that they ask them those questions, which to begin with are inappropriate. I don't care if he is a legal adult. Like, you don't have a right to know the answers to those questions. And the fact that he didn't answer those questions. He didn't say, yes, I'm sleeping with my girlfriend. Yes, I watch porn. He didn't say yes to any of those. But they still like pointed the finger and said, you're an adulterer and you're a fornicator. And then they had the nerve to say, do you believe in God? And Jesus and Alex was like, yeah, I believe in God. And the guy says, will you join me in prayer? And Alex says, sure, I'll join you in prayer. And then the guy does his little prayer on camera and on the mic. And suddenly they posture him as, born again Christian.
Yeah, like he saved him.
Yes, that he saved him and Alex is saved and he's a born again Christian. And none of that is true. But they keep publishing content advertising this. And none of it is true. So let me just say this. I don't remember the guy's name. I probably should have looked it up beforehand. But you, sir, from Turning Point USA, are a piece of shit. And you deserve to get everything thrown back in your fucking face for trying to make an example out of a kid who barely has any life experience for your own fucking agenda and for the sake of trying to make you look better. So fuck you.
Yeah.
And I even had
I would love to debate this dude.
I even had dads who I know whose kids also were in the school district or are in the school district that my kids went through and are in, and say, hey, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, but fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I'm not like Alex is like, oh, Dad, have you seen this? Like I'm like, everybody like recognizes me now. And I'm like, hey kid, cool. Man. Like you're recognized, you're getting some clout. Great. But fuck those people for trying to make an example out of you and trying to use you as a tool to further their agenda. Because they're literally like the fact that they're trying to use him is fucked up. And I think they're all pieces of shit as a result.
Yeah. I'm with
fuck
you.
Them.
Anybody who uses it, I don't understand how you can interpret somebody who stood for everything that was supposed to be right in humans, right? Mm-hmm. And what we're supposed to do to each other is like take care of thy neighbor. We're not judging people. Shut up and take it. It's the tribe mentality. He was like the ultimate tribe, leader of what a tribe is supposed to be. You look after everybody. Why are we worried and judging other people still? Like as far as him to go straight to, oh, hey, you watch porn? Oh, yeah, you're an adulterer.
You're a fornicator.
Bro, you don't have to agree with that. This guy he doesn't have to ever watch it. He can think, that's what you want to do. But you don't judge somebody and put all these labels on him because he has a girlfriend and he had sex before he got married. Is this your life or his life? And why do you fucking care?
And then
make a big deal.
And again,
that's what's crazy.
Again, Alex didn't cop to any of that. He didn't say, yes, I'm having sex with my girlfriend. Yes, I watch porn. He didn't say any of that.
He just sat there like,
they're pointing the finger saying,
weirdo.
They're pointing the finger at him saying, yes, you did, and now we're going to save you, and because you're saved, you're born again Christian now. And he's the result of us, everybody. He's the result of us. No, he is the result of nothing but his upbringing and the quality of his character. That's who he is.
Yeah.
Not because you try to put a fucking agenda on him and try to make an example out of him. Shame on you for fucking doing that shit. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's the worst. Unfortunately, clout it's a drug now, and they just use religion for clout. And all this other shit. It's just like, what's the easiest thing that we can? And that's the funny part is like, some people are very sick, like all types of religions where they interpret it to fit their own belief and and then they get stuck in the rabbit hole of that. And you're like, bro, do you understand what you're defending? Sometimes some of these people are saying empathy is bad. Like, are you kidding me? I don't know, man. I can't do it either.
They're pieces of
It's too much.
shit.
Yeah, it's too
One
much.
more fun fact: these are the same people they're doing the anti-Super Bowl halftime show.
Of course.
You know, the ones that are saying Bad Bunny, Spanish music. How dare they? This is an American show. We're gonna have American entertainment. Fuck y'all.
It's crazy, the new form of like this new sect of Christianity in America is it's a doozy.
Yeah.
Most people who are religious and who are Christian or Catholic or whatever, and Jesus is God, and they never, like the ones that I know who are like religious people, would never gave two shits that I was Jewish or that my grandparents were Jewish or if I had money or I didn't have money. Like, none of them cared. They believed in, that was their idea of how they believed in God, and that was all good because they respected me and I respected them. And at the end of the day, that was it. It was still a tribe, community of like, I'm not bashing you because you have a different belief. As long as we're not trampling on each other's rights, you can believe whatever the fuck you want, But like, are we? I always, my whole thing is like, we should have the God-given right, your human right of like certain shit. Nobody should be able to tell you what you can and can't do with certain things. I don't know. It's crazy though. But religion is that. It's the business that's been around since the beginning of time. And prostitution is another one. It's been around from the beginning of time. And there's obviously a dark side to both of them, right?
Yep.
Like, there's some sections where, could be very good and it could help people, whatever. But then it's crazy, man.
Pieces of shit will always be pieces of shit. And
that's the funny part is like, why can't we have a ring camera when some of these, whenever their time is to go, these super fake religious people who still hate other people but claim to be religious and holy get to the gates?
Yeah.
If God is the beacon of everything that's right and wholesome and positive and power and good, they're going to be like, bro, why were you hating on so many people down there in my name? What the fuck is wrong with you? How are you doing that? I don't know, man.
It's all a scam. As Ted likes to say. It's all a scam.
Dude, it's crazy though. It's like, yeah, I mean, and especially obviously happening to your son. That's like, dude, what? The fuck.
He experienced that, and he came to me, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, check this out." And I said, "Hey, son, that's an experience that you're going to remember for a good long time, but that's
just
not
remember
who
you are is the most important part,
right? He knows who he is, and what he is is a good young man with good moral beliefs and does things that are right, not because he's trying to get clout, but because they are right. That's the difference between him and them.
Yeah.
That's
the most important thing is,
yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say on the subject. I needed to get that off my chest.
I don't blame you, and I'd be pissed off too. I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
I'm pissed off when you kill me.
Yeah, I remember because I sent it to you and you were like, "What the fuck?"
Dude, are we kidding me right now? I just don't like. I don't know. I just don't like people who try to. When their first thing is to come out and misconstrue and judge you off of like no context, no deep conversation, but then
and manipulate the narrative.
I want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
No,
That's like a conversation.
Like I said, they're trying to manipulate the narrative in their favor. That's what they're trying to do. And they're using him as a means to do that. And that's what
for sure.
So anyway, okay. That's all I got, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Any props you want to drop?
Still got these fire shirts, JustWater_ t-shirts. Come one, come all. My Dodgers.
Hey,
go back to back. That'll be dope.
Dodgers back in the World Series.
Yeah, back to back would be nice. It's been the last time was the Yankees when they three-peated, like 98, 99, 2000. That'll be nice for us to finally, because seeing us two in the losing column last few years ago with Boston and the Astros. So yeah, damn it, I'm kind of nervous a little bit because the Blue Jays, they could hit. So.
They're kind of tight.
Yeah, so it's gonna be good. I did do a little design today of the old Vibe cover with my old school Dodger stuff. So I'm hoping that we need to give us a back-to-back. We need to go to a parade. Just be sick. Get another version.
Another parade in downtown will be nice, as long as I don't have to go to it, as I will stay in my home and watch on TV.
Oh, man. And I'm going to shout out my team. We're making strides.
All right. Shout out to the Doyers for doing Doyer things and getting back in the World Series.
My team has the Bears.
The Bears. The John Burroughs Bears. That's right, man. Hey, shout out to you and your team, man. I hope you do well this season, and I am going to catch a game. I did see the schedule on Instagram, and I am trying to see where I can go to one of those games. I'll probably go to the Burbank game if I'm being honest.
Dude, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
So,
Nathan.
All right, man. It's time to get out of here for the week. Thanks for joining us, Stache Gang. Staches Glasses Podcast is back for the NBA season. We're talking hoopsketball. We're talking general basketball. We're talking pro basketball. We're talking religious fanatics, apparently. So
who should play basketball?
Who should just play basketball? That'll pull the sticks out of their asses. Well, until the next time, everybody, stay classy, and we'll see you on the next podcast. Peace.